Hey guys, what's going on? Johnny J's here. I'm in a new location. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I moved my computer out of my living room and decided to get everything into an office so that I can focus on actually, getting stuff done and I don't have any other distractions. Even though I do have a second monitor now, which will be acting as my capture TV. But also, I just want to be closer to, you can't see it right here, but off on this side is where all my games are now, and behind me here you can see our collection of wigs and masks. We got my Batman cowl there, my Clone Trooper helmet, and my cheap-ass $3 Robocop mask. And also the lights I use for filming Achievement Horror videos and other things, which I kind of wish I was using for now. I'm just using the desktop lamp, but I think it's giving off a pretty good light. As you can tell behind me, it is a gray weather out there. It's been raining nonstop, but hey, at least it's not snowing, right? But it's time for game pickups for the month of April 2014. As I stated before we left for our trip, that this is going to be a light month because we were saving up for the trip, which in the long run we really didn't spend that whole much money while we were down there. But I will show you the few things that we did get this month, and I'm saying we because Melanie actually got something, and I'll show off her thing right now. We went thrift shopping the other day, and because we hadn't gone in a while, and some of you saw on my Twitter, found XFL football, which I thought was pretty awesome. That's going to be kind of a centerpiece, and once I get some air blown up into it, we're going to actually chuck it around outside for a little bit. But didn't really need this, but Melanie's alone. That's for this series, and I love her for it. I think it's the first series she's gotten into since Tomb Raider, and we found a copy of Mass Effect on PC DVD. Just the one disc on it, obviously. Oh shit! It says disc 1. Is there supposed to be 2 discs? Oh god, I hope not. There's a big spindle in here. Oh, that will suck. Melanie, I hope you're not watching this because I think we may have gotten taken by getting just the one disc. As a DVD-ROM, I just assumed that everything would be on here anyway, but oh well, let's see here. It's required the 2 discs. Oh, it doesn't even have the requirements on it. Oh well, case looks nice anyway. Something to put on the other Mass Effect stuff. Okay, so first off, this isn't a game, but it's video game related. I picked this up for about 15 bucks off a guy at Kijiji. That's the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia book by Dark Horse Comics, and co-published by Nintendo. Basically, it's just a big reference book of everything Zelda. I mean, like you get, concept arts for Ganondorf. It also has the official timeline to the Legend of Zelda games, where Skyward Sword, I guess, is the first one, and then it branches off. They even show, I love this, clips from the manual right there from, I believe that's Link to the Past, or that could be Ocarina of Time. I know these screenshots are Ocarina of Time, but I'm pretty sure that's Link to the Past. I don't know. Correct me, I might be wrong. A lot of great artwork in here. I've only flipped through little bits of this. I haven't actually sat down and read the whole thing, but it's just something to really. It's such a nice book. I mean, the timeline makes no goddamn sense. Game trailers came close when they made up their own, but then they said, "Oh, there's a third one where Link dies and Ganon rules," and obviously the CDI games are not included in this. So yeah, for 15 bucks, it was a pretty sweet deal because it's more than half off because this goes for, if you can see it right there, stupid camera, stupid me, not positioning stuff, 35 bucks US and 39 bucks Canadian, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just set that off to the side. This one I picked up right before we left. I never see this around, and there's a whole crap ton of label damage to it, especially on the back. So, and then it says the guy that sold it to me only sold it to me for 10 bucks, which I thought was more than fair. It is Weapon Lord on the Super Nintendo. A very, very, very technical fighting game. Probably one of the most technical fighting games I've ever played. It's very, very hard. I put on the easiest difficulty, and I still get my ass kicked by the computer, but it's still a fun game. It if you guys know the Best Friend Zaibatsu, they had an old series that they used to do called Fighterpedia, and they talk about this game in depth. And they said that this is just such a classic game, but not a whole lot of people talk about it. If you can, guys, find yourself a copy of this on Super Nintendo or Genesis, pick it up. It's a great game. I normally don't go for games that have like extensive label damage like that. I don't know if I'll get a repro label or not. I think I might though, because that's damage beyond all recognition, as well as the back. The back one I really don't care about, because that's just like power off before removing game crap like that. 2 Xbox 360 games. The sole reason I bought these, I finished them both. Actually, the second one I need to go back and get some more achievements in. But these two, maybe I'll do achievement hard videos on them. Maybe not. I definitely know we were doing Let's Plays on them. That's the main reason why I bought them. And those games are the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. I think we were just talking about it right before we did the most recent podcast that should be going up by the end of the week here. We were talking about Winter Soldier, which we just gone and seen. How I wanted to see Thor Dark Age or Dark World or whatever it's called. Can't remember what it's called, but I wanted to see that. We're getting excited for Amazing Spider-Man 2, which opens up tonight, tomorrow, and a bunch of all the other Marvel movies that are coming out. And they're just like, damn, I haven't played Marvel Ultimate Alliance in ages. Like, I've 100%ed the first game, which is more common to find because there was there are bundle versions out there that came with. I want to say Forza, maybe. I was about to say Kung Fu Panda, but that was Lego Indiana Jones that came with that. I love how it says down here. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. It says, not packaged for individual resale. And I got this from GameStop, and GameStop loves to take those bundles and separate them and sell the game separately. And then cut the label so that it's just a lone game. It's pretty shitty. But they still keep the cases. Like, I've got 2 discs in here. Did you give me the right game? Oh, yeah. the label of the game looked different. I like this game a lot. And myself, Melanie, Sylvie, and Gabe, whenever we can get a chance, we are going to sit down and play through the entirety of this. And then we're going to go and sit down and play the entirety of this. And I kind of like this one a little bit more because it does the Civil War storyline. Although, because this game, though, had a cliffhanger ending and also multiple endings depending on your moral choices, whether you saved Nightcrawler as opposed to Jean Grey, or if you did the bonus missions. They had little cutscenes at the end that would go through that. Now let's move on finally to these. I just actually picked up today, so I should save them for May, but I can count today as part of April, can I? Yeah. What happened was at some of my Salvation Armies, they have glass cases, and they put random stuff in there and try to do auctions. And before I left for a trip, they actually had 2 NES games that they were selling for auction. One of them was Friday the 13th, which I already own, but the other one was Monster Party, which I don't own. So I put a quick bid on that and see if anything happened. I went in today because today is the last day to get the bids in. And someone bid above me. I think I bid only $5 for it, and then they bid 10. I was like, I already have Friday the 13th. I don't know if I can get that as trade bait for anything. But Monster Party I don't have, but I'm not willing to spend that much or try to outbid someone for it. So can I give up on that? But then I looked at the jewel case, and man, they stocked up on games again. Someone brought in a GameCube and a whole stack of games, but they're mostly sports titles that I don't care about. Although SSX On Tour I maybe should have gotten, because that's the one that has you can play Mario, Luigi, and Peach snowboarding. But then I saw a plethora of Game Boy games, and I didn't have much money, and I only picked up the good ones. There was 2 that I passed up on because I have no idea what they are. But I'm going to show them off here. And I got 2 cases, too. So, first one I ended up getting is the NES version of Battletoads. From what I can remember, it plays exactly like the NES version from the time I think I played it on an emulator. But we'll test it out here. It's alright. Hey, I got some more cases now. Second one is, this is the one that you got super excited for. I got Operation C, which is Contra on the Game Boy. It's its own original game. It's not a clone of anything else, but this is one of the launch titles for the Game Boy back in the day, when you had Tetris, Alleyway, Radar Mission, Super Mario Land, and then they came out with Operation C and TMNT and all that. So I'm so glad I'm getting like all these games back from my childhood. And I'll cover up most of this because thank you for putting the goddamn price tag on the label. Hopefully I can get this off. I have to get this off so I can show you the full label. It's a Game Boy Color game, obviously, because it's the clear plastic case, so it's not one of the ones that can be played on the Super. Only the Game Boy Color and subsequent Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Player. Ugh, God damn it. Okay, this is going to take too long. I'm just going to tell you what the game is. Mega Man Extreme 2, and you can see zeros being blocked out there. And oh god, I hope that's part of the case and not the... Oh, it looks like someone spilled pop in it. Great. Oh, this will be a joy to clean. Like, look at that. See the black spots on there? Yeah, I think someone may have poured cola in it or something, but I'll try firing up. If it works, great. If not, you'll hear me bitch about it on Twitter. So I'm going to go and try to get this stupid price tag off without ruining the label. And I'll see you guys next month for more pickups. Might be a little less because we've got Free Comic Book Day, so I'm going to be spending money on comics on Saturday. And we got the East Coast Comic Expo, local here in town, that I will be attending and covering. Hopefully I'll get some interviews. Hopefully I'll be doing some fun stuff with some cosplayers. I definitely know I'll be doing some fun stuff with Melanie as she'll be cosplaying. And I'll show you guys real briefly. This is a photo of Melanie in a newspaper article from last year. You can see she's got her Batgirl outfit on and a couple Tims. And basically the article was even superheroes need caffeine to start the day off. So we got the full day off, both of us, for that day, and it's going to be a good time. So I'm hoping to have a really, really good video for that, as much as I can with my little camera. So look forward to that. So onward and upward to try and get this price tag off without ruining the label. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.